Hello. I know I haven't been around for a while. I'm not sure if anybody will even show up. Haven't been really feeling that great. Happens to the best of us, you know what I'm saying? Happens to the best of us. I don't have to do commentary because, I just don't have to. But, I mean, when people remain silent, then I kind of run out of things to do. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. Should I do commentary? Because I don't agree that everybody in this community is racist. So disclaimer, I do not own all of the audio contained in this video. I'm using it within the Fairness Act guidelines. It's altered in speed and is being used for commentary educational purposes only. I just don't agree with this, that everybody in this community is racist. It's, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous that people don't realize that, to stereotype people is, and you don't like people. But a lot of people get pissed off at. People get pissed off at being stereotyped. So realize that you're stereotyping people here. No, it doesn't. It means that a lot of you in this community are racist and prejudiced. And you don't like people that a lot of us in this community are not racist and prejudiced. Hi, Kimbers. A lot of us in this community are not racist and prejudiced. I'm not doing this to cause any fight with UTH or to do anything. I just want you to know that a lot of people in the community are not racist and prejudiced. Different than yourself. Because every time someone gets mad at me here, the first thing you fucking nasty ass people say is about my Islam. But that's not true. Nobody says it. Nobody does say stuff about your Islam, but you saying the first thing you nasty ass people do is so derogatory in such a broad aspect, since you think everybody is racist. So, I'm not feeling that great. I haven't been feeling that great, Kimbers. But I was a little bored, so I thought I'd come on live stream. My husband being Muslim. Or like when the shit about my son, when he was, thank you, Marianne. It's nice to see you, sweetie. Or like my son when he was protesting. Like he didn't have a fucking right as an American. He's an American, by the way. He didn't have a right to protest. He has a right to assemble. He has his right to freedom of speech. And he has a right to pursue the happiness as long. Yeah, a lot of people do, including myself. That's why I don't know why you guys had a petition when I wasn't, doing anything to you. And there's a lot of people who don't have freedom of speech, to be honest with you, though, Tiffany. If you think about it, we can't even say, grape or SA or prawn or ooicide or, PDO, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people, Tiffany, who, we don't have freedom of speech. I mean, but freedom of speech and peaceful protest don't really include bullhorns, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just thought that the show was supposed to be peaceful, not like blocking cars off and stuff. And I'm not talking about just That particular protest. I'm talking about any kind of protest. Thank you, Kimbers. I appreciate it. It'd be nice if somebody would come in and say hi to us, right, Kimbers?
As long as it is not the unhappiness of others. He was not screaming hate to Americans. He was screaming, hey, hey, ho, ho, the occupation has to go. For all.
The occupation of what? The occupation of what?
Occupation. For Sudan, for Congo, for Yemen, for Afghanistan.
Yeah, we're going through some mighty tough shit ourselves right here. Yeah, it's a couple of days ago, but I wasn't feeling too good to play it at the time. Might just be like 2 days ago. Yeah, the occupation of what exactly? Hey, Mark. Like, just curious. The occupation of what?
Taliban. You know, and a lot of these groups for Palestine, a lot of these groups were made by this country. Why? Because we ravaged war on their people and killed.
Made by what country? So you think that we made... Oh, well, welcome, Mark. Welcome. So you think that we made terrorist groups? TH? Are you saying that America is behind the terrorist groups? Hi, Victor. Different.
Thousands of people, so they had to immigrate to here. That's what this country has been known for. People who need a place to go and who are welcome to assimilate to this culture and become.
But you're not assimilating. You're not assimilating. This culture, fine, during CVID, you know, when people had to wear masks, I even found that kind of, you know, disturbing. But this culture finds people covered from head to toe with just their eyes visible. Hi, Nat. Happy birthday. Kinda, you know, disturbing. Like, I don't know. There's just, I believe, you know, Charlie Kirk when he says that you're not assimilating.
Become a part of the American dream. But what is that now exactly? A bunch of bullies on the fucking internet?
I don't know. Or it could be somebody who has the money to fly back and forth to different countries to build homes, to be able to afford multiple children. People with their health. Like, really, what is the American dream, TH? I guarantee you that I heard somebody saying, you know, oh, this person's just mad because they didn't turn out to be what they wanted to be in life. A lot of people turn out to be not what they wanted to be in life. Fucking a lot of people. Is what it is. We have all kinds of plans when we're young. I used to watch the movie Grease. And man, I just loved that movie. I'd go see it multiple times and made me so happy. My whole life in front of me. I watch the movie Grease now and I cry. There was never a time that me and my best friend from when I was 15, when we talked about getting older and having children, that she said, and then on Christmas, my son will kill himself. That was never part of the plan. I never said, and then when I'm 52, I'll get cancer. At 52, I'll be honest with you, I still was thinking I have my whole life ahead of me. Probably not till recently that it's dawning on me that I don't. Nobody knows if they have their whole life ahead of them or not, though. Nobody knows it. Nobody knows. I've spent the last couple of weeks not watching anything like news or fucking just movies, just watching movies, just because it's occurred to me that it's worse than I thought. Uh, Everything's worse than I thought. Hi, Diane.
Not gonna get me mad or in a state that I was in, Munchie, so you can threaten me. But just think about what you're doing, okay? You had a problem when somebody did what you're doing.
I've only seen Munchie be talking about Annette as of lately, or Debbie, not yourself, too. I'm calling you Tooth, you know? Ain't that something? I don't usually call you something like that. I apologize. It's just because that's what they write and that's what I read, and I'm not blaming it on anything, but uh, for no reason either. Like, that hasn't even been but while you all have problems with people's children being spoken about, their last post is about somebody's child, and I don't see any of them having a problem. So until you have a problem with everybody's children being spoken about and everybody's deceased relatives being spoken about, then you don't have a problem with anybody's.
You're doing to your friends, not me, because I would never do that. I've never threatened to put people's addresses out on the
Yes,
internet or
you
anything.
have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Why it's such a big deal to get my address is like beyond me. Is that like the ultimate goal? Is to, like, if you could keep harassing where a person in the stage where cancer lives, you know? Because, we prefer them to have to die, like homeless and isolated and hated by everyone. Well, then your goal in life is pretty fucked. Your goal in life is really fucked. And I heard somewhere they were thinking about taking away the holiday of Thanksgiving. They're probably going to end up taking away every holiday. It's really not even really a good thing anyway. Telling you, it's not that once you don't even have kids anymore. It's that once you're just not, when you're not a kid anymore, that holidays become what they actually really are. That you know, well, it's a good thing that Lincoln named only one day, Thanksgiving. Otherwise, they were celebrating Thanksgiving all the time. They might, if they have people to celebrate it with. That's the thing.
Never. Now, if other people wanted to do that, that's fine, and I probably should never have taken a part in any of it, but I did. My anger overtook me, but the important thing is when the time came for me or Prue to make the decision of what we were going to do, we didn't do anything. We never gave any information to you.
You didn't have it. That's why you didn't give it. Because you didn't have it. Because you didn't have the information. TH. Not because you decided something or anything like that. If you'd have had it, you'd have given it. You didn't have it. You didn't have it.
We never put any out.
You didn't have it.
You know, the only thing that you proved is what was talked about between us. The only thing that you proved, Munchie, is that you were willing to do it.
And that you were willing to do it. She canceled pretty close to Thanksgiving, right? Not close? I don't know. No, TH, you just didn't have the information.
Every day that I didn't text you, you were willing, and you wanted that shit so bad that you didn't stop texting me every day until you found it yourself. Then you stopped, and then when you didn't like how I was speaking about Swiss and how I wouldn't apologize.
So it doesn't matter how many times I say that wasn't my address. In you guys' minds, you're still going to just call it my address. Like, my address shouldn't have been being fucked with anyway because you and Swiss had a fight or because you popped in my live stream. The fuck is my address being fucked with? But she didn't find the address herself. My address wasn't out there.
Hey, you decided to go and start calling me Tiffany again, start threatening my children, and the next threat to me while I was live,
But you know what, Tiff, I don't really give a fuck because, you know, if you didn't partake in all of this shit and then think that you had my address, but you don't, and this, that, and the other thing, because at the end of the day, it all comes back to the harassment of me. My address, so called. The harassment of me.
if I, or something, I forgot the exact words, but something along the lines of, now she's going to be sending all my trash talk to my son, Michael. Love, Munchie. Really? And my son, Noah, when he was in the car with me before I left the first time, said, go ahead. We already know your guys' games. But trust me, you're not going to like what he has to say.
Oh, see? Right there. Your guys' games. Who is your guys' games? I want to know who the multiple people being blamed there are. I'm gonna need to know. I mean, what the fuck?
And you're not gonna like what I have to say. See, my kids are getting older now. 2 of them are grown adults. One of them is 16. The other ones, yes, are small. But all of my older kids, they've already been through this song and dance with you people. You know, they've already been contacted by someone. They've already been
not you people, not by you people. I'm sure you spoke to your kids. I'm sure you know if somebody contacted your family members or anything that you know who it is, probably the ones who have said that it is them. Correct? And yet you still want to blame everyone.
They've already been lied to, and they know what I say because, unlike you guys, I have permission from my kids before I talk anything about them.
Unlike us guys, what the fuck are you talking about? Most of us don't even want our kids involved. Like, we don't even want to tell them what's going on because that person is so fucking ridiculous to be torturing people's children. I don't know why your kids, they have your permission to be included in this kind of bullshit.
And they know how I am. And that's why I think so many of you tell me, oh, you shouldn't tell your kid what goes on social media. Why? So that way you guys can contact them, and so they're blindsided. Like, oh my God, Mom, how could you? So that way they don't know what's going on. They don't see how nasty and terrorizing you people can be.
Pretty sure that, I don't know, they're underage. You could have just got off YouTube, and I don't know, like, I'm not sure. But one is Sober Burst. Hi, Iconic One. Sober Burst? Oh, Scary Burst?
No, they're definitely old enough to
Scary
know
Nurse.
and see for themselves. And that's why a lot of the times I allow my sons to sit right with me for the most part.
It's so that you can
Because I want
fucking
them to
make
know.
them think everybody's doing stuff to them when they're not. I don't know if she celebrates Thanksgiving or not.
Not only what's going on in social media, but what people are capable of doing. Because it's never worth your relationship with your parent or your children because of what people are jealous of. And that's really what it comes down to. Anytime a person has to call out another person's child, calling them ugly, calling them fat, mental.
Nobody's doing that. You're the only one who keeps bringing that up. That's terrible. Why do you keep bringing that up? Nobody's calling anybody's kids fat, mental, ugly. Nobody is. Why do you keep saying that? Nobody is saying that. Why do you keep saying that? Like, why do you keep saying that? Why do you have to keep saying that? Nobody's doing that, TH. Why don't you stop, man?
Mental, anything like that. I don't care if someone posted your kid. That should never be okay. And there have been several people on this app, Munchie being one of them, who loves to speak about other people's children.
You don't care if somebody else posted your kid. You feel like they're not going to be angry and respond. I mean, I don't understand. Like, I don't see anybody doing anything to your kids, man.
And their excuse is always, well, it happened to me. Well, I would bet a lot of money that these trolls that are nameless and faceless are probably all the same person or a couple.
Who?
A couple.
Who do you think? TH, who do you think they are? How about you just tell us who you think they are? Who have you had the most experience with being trolled and your family being harassed? Literally.
That has no kids or can't have kids or lost all their kids. And they're jealous of any happy, successful couple or people that have found a way to get through their.
Not everybody is jealous of everybody. Some people just want to be left in peace to live their fucking life and use social media like anybody else. It's not really like that hard to comprehend. Like really, it really isn't. It's really not that hard to fucking understand. Well, not only her, but I mean, like, a lot of them are like, only even Munchie, you know, has to say something about Annette. Annette hasn't even been live in how long? I mean, like, the fuck? Talking about somebody's kid, and these people want to act like they think talking about people's kids is wrong, but not if it's Annette's kid or my kid or, you know, somebody else's kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, nah, it's wrong all the way.
Through their addictions and through their ailments and through the sides of them that they do not like to become better people, to raise their children, to be good in the world.
Do you understand something? How old is she again? 37? Did she say she's 37? Do you know most people here are old enough to be your parent and being lectured by you, especially when they know, like, your story, is pretty fucked up. Like, you're talking down to people consistently. You do, TH. You talk down to people. I don't know if that makes you feel like everything is a-okay in your life, which I know for a fact everything isn't a-okay in anyone's life, in my opinion. But you talk down to people. You really fucking do, man. You all want us to listen to you after you call those all disgusting pieces of shit, racist pieces of shit, this and that, this and that.
World. So they're jealous. So everything that they don't like, they use that as a way to threaten and bully people, to try to maintain that control because they don't want to see anybody successful or have good lives. And I'll tell you what, I may not be perfect.
I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm not seeing a lot of success and good lives. I'm not saying that people who don't have some kind of, I don't know, demographics, I guess, or whatever, what, you know, success and a great life is. But I'm saying that we're all just trying to make it. But TH, you're talking like you're better than us and we're all jealous of you or something. It's really weird. And Lou does it too. And she's got these things up, you know, like, oh, this picture that John Wayne Gacy drew of Gigi Allen. Ooh, gee, two pieces of shit. Like, and then I watch a documentary and I'm like, oh, that guy was gross. But I'm not allowed that opinion without Lou saying that she wishes I could have been at a Gigi Allen concert so he could have shoved shit down my throat. Seriously? But to, like, you know, negate you saying that and me thinking it's gross, you're gonna claim I said nasty things about God, but I didn't. All I said was you wouldn't know God no matter how close you were. Okay? In other words. It wasn't about God, it was about you. I need you to get it right. Nobody in the right mind thinks Gigi Allen was a good musician. Okay? Nobody.
100%. Okay? And I know that I don't always say and do the right things. But you know what I am? I am a good person. I do have a big heart.
Yeah, but nobody's doing anything to you. Why is everything this I stuff? Great. You're wonderful. You want a parade? Like, say what?
Love my family.
Good.
And I fall more in love with my husband every single day.
Good for fucking you. Nobody believes it, but good for you. You might fall more in love with him because he's good to your kids, unlike yourself and the other fathers you picked. I'm not trying to put you down there, TH, but I'm sick of hearing this fucking like condescending tone to your voice. But you don't go live and defend when people are going, oh, the only one you defend is Swiss. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I forgot. You defend Swiss. That's who you defend. And Sharon, you defend Sharon sometimes, but more you defend Swiss, in my opinion.
Day that I wake up, I fall more in love with him. Every single time I see him, whether he's mad at me or I'm mad at him, or whatever the case is, because that's another thing. Married couples argue. And I'm not ashamed of him because he's Arab. I am proud of him.
Who fucking said you should be? Do you fucking hear yourself? Who fucking said you should be ashamed of him because he's Arab? That's a delusion of your own fucking mind right there, man. Nobody ever fucking said be ashamed of him. He's Arab. Do you know what I'm saying? That shit's a delusion that you made up yourself to fucking be angry about or something. Nobody ever fucking said that to you.
And expect a handout. He didn't come to this country and say, hey, how do I get away with not paying money? No, he pays his taxes. He pays his dues. He does what the fuck he's supposed to do.
I don't believe anything out of your mouth. I'm just saying. I don't believe shit out of your mouth. Because I know people who own businesses, live in the same state, own a house, own a business with multiple children, and don't qualify for any aid. But there you are qualifying for it. So I don't know. All the shit you say all the time doesn't jive with everything else you've said.
I am proud to be his. I am
good. You're proud to be his. I am proud to be his. Like any of us give a fuck. I am proud to be his. Does that sound ridiculous? You sound fucking ridiculous right now.
Proud that I bore every single one of my 5 children.
5. I thought it was 4. I thought it was Michael, Noah, Brahim, and the little one. See. 5. Where's these 5 coming from now? Proud, but you didn't marry one of the fathers. They're all different fathers. And you've been on state assistance since the day you fucking. Yeah, right. That it was 14, 7, 8, 9, 22, 34, 69. Who fucking knows?
And I am not proud of how I lost my daughter, but you know what? I did. And I would give anything to relive those moments and have her back, but I can't. So,
come on now. Did you call the police on that guy? Or do you just know about the murder of a baby and fucking do nothing about it?
The fact that you guys can make jokes like baby in a box or.
Nah, that's no joke. That ain't no joke. That's serious shit right there. You might want to stop talking, bitch. What did you aid and abet in?
The fact that you can threaten to take things that were said on the internet and send them to my son to traumatize them further.
Hey, we didn't say that. You know who said that. So, no. I don't believe that's the case right there. But I just want to know, like, are you aiding and abetting murder?
Who's the sick one, me or you?
Munchie, she means you. I'm going for both of you are sick in different ways.
Huh? The fact that most of you are so cowardly that you cannot admit the truth, that you hate your...
Can you be more specific? Could you be more specific?
selves. That's the truth.
Yes, we hate ourselves. Could you be more specific?
You don't hate me.
Okay.
You don't hate what I stand for. You hate yourself because you can't be more like me. Because you, if you were...
Everybody. Let's get this out in the open. Let's figure this out. Let's everybody figure this out. Are we angry because we hate ourselves because we can't be more like TH? Is that what our problem is? Do all of our lives' problems derive from being jealous and angry that we want to be like TH and we hate ourselves? Let's be for real. Munchie, be for real. Does everything that you do in this community, is it because you are jealous of TH and you want to be more like her, so you take it all out on us? Is that what it is? Just let us know, then we can understand. Then we can understand that, she has a delusion and probably needs an intervention. Because, yeah, I'm saying you're pretty delusional right there, bitch.
like I am. If you didn't have teeth like I did, that would have broke you. And you don't understand why it didn't break me.
I didn't break.
Yeah, exactly, Sharon. Sorry, I didn't know you were in here.
She doesn't know anybody who's in her live streams because she doesn't take notice. But here's something I'm wondering, TH. Do you know that there's a lot of things we all go through that could break us? Maybe you should recognize that other people go through things too. And just because it isn't the same as what you go through, it still hurts us very much.
But, you don't understand why it didn't break me. You don't understand why I can still smile and not be ashamed of who I am or how.
It's not that we don't understand. It's that that's your gig, thankfully. Just like cancer is my gig. And I'm sure you'd say thankfully. Not meaning that you're wishing it on me, but that if we all put our problems in the middle of a table and said, okay, now pick which ones you want, I guarantee you we will take back the ones that were ours because that's what we're used to. That's what we're used to. I'd not love to because I'd love to not be able to talk to people about stage 4 metastasized breast cancer. I'd love to not be able to talk to people about that. But for myself to turn it into something that Okay, well, YouTube gives me an opportunity to talk about it. And me not ever being a person accused of faking something like that or scamming or being on meth or anything of the sort. Thought, okay, well, I will vlog my cancer journey. The reason why I don't vlog a cancer journey this third time around is because, like a lot of people, I don't want them celebrating at my misfortune. I don't want them happy at my pain. When they tell you this woman has no pain, I will tell you this woman hides it very well. It is what it is. It is what it is.
How I look. You don't understand how I could be not sober for 10 years. And that's why you guys say I'm not sober. Because you don't get how.
Oh, it's because you're fucking a lunatic, TH, and you're other people on here. I could name them off if you want me to. I'll name them off. I've named them off before. I think they're fucking lunatics. Lou, Izzy, King of Chaos, Munchie, yourself, Crystal Love. I started it to do officer involved shootings to see if the percentage was really like, that blacks were more than any other race. And so I picked a particular month, which was March 2015, where there was quite a bit of officer involved shootings, even if the officer was killed. And what I came up with was that the percentage between whites and blacks was pretty much the same. A lot of cops got killed and they just wanted to do their job. I learned about the qualified immunity doctrine, which made me nauseated and sick to my stomach. And that a lot of Hispanic sons, especially in California and stuff, were either not getting caught in their crimes, it wasn't being publicized more on the media. But I know that the ones that I researched about Hispanics were very sorrowful that I just learned that everything was fucking not fair. Wasn't fair. Nobody was yelling about the qualified immunity doctrine and repealing it. No, it's okay, Victor. I don't mind getting off topic once in a while. it's just gotten so much worse when you think about it. It's 10 years ago. 10 years ago of the whole particular month that I picked, but I couldn't understand why they wouldn't repeal the qualified immunity doctrine. And then seeing the whole Victor, I don't like seeing myself so sick. These people think I'm angry at them, and quite frankly, I'm angry at God. I mean, like, seriously? There's so many evil people out there. And to hear these people speak of me as if I'm evil, like, I've never been evil in my life, and people have never accused me of that. It's certainly not something that I thought I'd get cancer and ever be accused of faking, like, and for me to ever have to say, "Gee, I wish I was faking," even though I would never fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, sitting there, I'm listening to Chosen One. He had a live stream, still the same one from 4 weeks ago that I started to do commentary on. My God, is he a piece of shit? He is an utter fucking piece of living shit. He would tear someone down in a second fucking flat. He is just a fucking mean person, man. So to be called survivor vile and people sitting there saying, oh, we should get that petition started. I didn't do anything for a petition to be started. I'm not innocent, but in life, I mean, but come on, like, I don't even know these people to have done anything to them. Everything that they fucking complain about is ridiculous.
You don't understand why I can still smile and not be ashamed of who I am or how I look. You don't understand how I could be not sober for 10 years. And that's why you guys say I'm not sober.
Alright, TH, I'm gonna fucking venture somewhere to you're gonna bitch about when it's brought up. Okay? I'm gonna bring it up. Wanna know what we don't really understand? It's not about how you. Well, yeah, okay, we don't understand how you're looking at yourself and saying, gee, look how you was so beautiful now with this man, and he's dragged me down to this. No, it's not that. We don't understand how you pop out multiple kids, 4 or 5, 14, 8, 9, 20, 22. We don't know how many. We don't even know if you know how many. Um, you don't even make a difference between your biological kids and whatever right now. Okay. Here's what we don't really understand. It's not your lack of concern for you, even though we probably understand it because you have a lack of concern for you. It's that we're just like, ugh, it's the lack of concern for your children. I don't care how much you talk about fucking having concern for your kids. And I don't care how much people will talk about me, internet, and our parenting and stuff like that. It's sad to say. It's you guys. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Stop it. We wouldn't even bring it up and point it out. Except that you want to try to deflect onto us.
You can't fathom how I would sacrifice for children that I did not push out.
You would sacrifice. What are you sacrificing? You're making them your children, pretending you're the children they pushed out, while we sacrifice and pay for them. You understand that? You're trying to turn around the fact that you claim children that aren't yours for benefits and acting like you sacrificed something. What have you sacrificed? What have you sacrificed?
But I'm doing it because I love them. But maybe you were a stepchild.
What the fuck are you talking about right there? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you sacrificing for them? What are you sacrificing for them?
Your stepmom hated you, and that's why you couldn't stand when Cindy loves her so much that she calls them all hers.
Why are you bringing Cindy into this? Do you hear yourself? Your people's stepmother. You have stepchildren you could use as an example. Why are you bringing Cindy into it? Why aren't you bringing yourself as a stepmother into it? Why are you bringing Cindy into it?
You can't stand that I love mine so much that I would sacrifice my bedroom for them.
Sacrifice your bedroom. Shut up. You don't have a bedroom. Bedroom for who? In the meantime, you had a community post saying, I went from man to man. I've never gone from man to man in my fucking life.
We built them one. You cannot stand that I'm a better stepmom than you had. Maybe that.
What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't even have a stepmom. What the fuck are you even talking about right there? Listen to yourself. You cannot stand that I'm a better stepmom than you had. Who had? Who had? This is why you should just go live to apologize to everybody that you fucking insult.
Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe you don't have a religion and you're so succumbed by evil and demons and it drives you crazy because you can't sleep and you are.
Nobody has that. Yeah, like she's way into her own head. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Victor. Yeah. Nobody has that. Nobody has demons in their soul and they can't succumb to religion. And nobody's going through that. People can sleep. I have a hard time sleeping. I'm sorry. I'm in a lot of pain. But yeah, I don't know what you mean though. TH, like, whom are you talking about? This is like way into your own head.
From the inside out. You don't know how to find the light within me.
The light within you? We don't know how to find the light within you. Most people would say you don't know how to find the light within yourself. But you say we're supposed to find the light within you. So if we find the light within you, then we're saved? I don't understand.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
Maybe you don't understand how I can have a live stream for 34 minutes and talk to myself, but talk to people really. That I don't need someone to comment back to me to make sense.
No, people understand that. People understand that. I don't know who you mean can't understand any of this.
Maybe you
Hi, Sharon.
can't fathom the goodness that's inside of me. And how I can spread it and forgive and have peace within me without you. I don't.
Nobody said they can't fathom it. Nobody said they don't think you have it. No, no. Mm-mm. I haven't seen him for a while, Sharon. No.
Need your apology. I don't need your friendship. And I don't need your allegiance. I don't need people to send me money. I don't need people to send me, what are those fucking things they all get? Sharon, what are they called? Sticker things or whatever.
You know what they're called. They're called super chats, dude. You know what they're called. You do. He hasn't been around for a while. Maybe he's, recovering from losing his loved one and moving on. Who knows?
With money on them, I don't need that. I don't need a bunch of troll accounts to send me money to piss SG off. And that's
What do
really
you
just
mean
it
to
too.
piss SGF? That doesn't even make sense. So you think, as do I, that people donate to people's channels to piss me off. So you are in agreement, in agreement, in agreement with that thought that most people aren't sending, fucking donations to somebody just because they think they're doing a great job, but it's to piss me off. Okay. That was nice of him.
That you guys are so cowardice because you can't stop getting that money. Not only so you can buy your little shit that you want, because all the money you guys have gotten.
He did something nice for me too, but I didn't accept it because I just don't want that many different apps having, you know, having access to my bank accounts and stuff like that. So I wouldn't put myself in any kind of I mean, I knew that it was him, but I just knew that I didn't want to download a particular app. Also, what? Well, it's nice of you. Thank you, Sharon. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm not big on being around anymore. I used to think I was. Big on defeating things and big on being here. But the last 2 months, and I know that this may come off in a certain kind of way, Because I do love the people who are my friends here. I do love them. I do. Eh, I wasn't convinced pertaining to the pain, pertaining to my diagnosis. I've been convinced. And I'm sorry to say that to anybody who might be, or maybe ever in the future, goes through this. I'm pretty pissed off at God. I've been a real staunch supporter of his. I really have. Like, through my whole life. I don't mean just with YouTube and shit. I'm pretty pissed.
Hundreds of dollars you could have paid for your own place. So instead of judging Sharon, someone who doesn't get that anymore, why doesn't she get that anymore? Let me tell you why. Because you guys are so envious and so jealous that you threatened the people that did help her into submission to you. And how is that to know that the only friends you guys have are friends that are scared?
Who the fuck is Sharon in submission to? TH. I can honestly name off at least 2 people that I'm not in submission to that fuck me good. Okay? Sharon, who are you not in submission to that they don't donate to you anymore? Because apparently it's not even about you with the CPS shit. It's like, you protecting me. Who knows about the CPS shit? It's like not even a you thing. It's a me thing. Everything's a me thing.
Scared to leave your side because they know that you will put upon them what you have upon us. That's freaky.
Which is what?
That's all the way around.
Tell me what, Dennis. I want to know who the fuck you and Sharon are under submission to get fucking money. Because I could name you 2 fucking people who pretended to be my good friends. Offered me something above and beyond, which I questioned because I question things. They convinced me, no, 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 you are our friend. We care about you. And then as soon as I believed them and signed on for it, pulled it. With no explanation. I'm saying silent treatment. So I did something to these people that cared about me so much to offer me generous things. But I didn't mean enough for them to tell me what the fuck I did wrong to them and to talk to me. Who are you like submissive to that you had to get donations from? Unless you weren't submissive to them and then you didn't get donations from them. TH is trying to say there's people out there that make you be submissive to them or they'll pull your support. I want to know who, because I don't want to go naming fucking people, which I fucking will, because I'm fucking sick of fucking people. I think it's fucking rotten to pretend that you care so much about someone to offer them something that they know better than to believe. It was, yeah. I'll rewind it so you can hear how your friend asked it, because it wasn't this friend who asked it. It was this alleged friend who asked it.
I am proud that I bore every single one of them, and I fall back with Sharon. Same person or a couple. A couple that has no kids or can't have kids or lost all their kids. And they're jealous of any happy, successful couple or people that have found a way to get through their addictions and through their ailments and through the side effects that they do not like to become better people, to raise their children, to be good in the world. So they're jealous. To maintain that control because they don't want to see anybody successful or have good lives. And I'll tell you what, I may not be perfect. That's 100%. Okay? And I know that I don't always say and do the right things. But you know what I am? I am a good person. I do have a big heart. And I love my family. And I fall more in love with my husband every single day that I wake up. I fall more in love with him. Every single time I see him. You don't hate what I stand for. You hate yourself because you can't be more like me. Because if you were fat like I am, if you didn't have teeth like I did, that would have broke you. And you don't understand why it didn't. You cannot stand that I'm a better stepmom than you had. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe you don't have a religion and you're so succumbed by evil and demons and it drives you crazy because you can't sleep and you are burning from the inside out. You don't know how to find the light within me.
Light within you. I know, we're still looking.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe it is.
Maybe you don't understand how I can have a live stream for 34 minutes and talk to myself, but talk to people really.
We don't
get it. I don't need someone to comment back to me to make sense. No. Maybe you can't fathom the goodness that's inside of me.
You can't fathom the goodness.
I can spread it and forgive.
Spread your goodness. Spread your goodness, please.
Peace within me without you. I don't need your apology.
Okay.
I don't need your friendship.
Gotcha.
And I don't need your allegiance. I don't need people to send me money. I don't need people to send me, what are those fucking things they all get?
Yes, you, Sharon.
Sharon, what are they called? Sticker things or whatever with money on them. I don't need that. I don't need a bunch of troll accounts to send me money to piss SG off. And that's really pathetic too. That you guys are so cowardice because you can't stop getting that money. Not only so you can buy your little shit that you want.
Well, it's not that they're trying to piss SG off by donating it in her mods' names. Hi, Deb. 313. Yep. She has worn a Confederate flag hat. Yep. All bedazzled and shit. All bedazzled.
Because all the money you guys have gotten, hundreds of dollars, you could have paid for your own place. So instead of judging Sharon, someone who...
Do you know that I always have paid for my own place? TH. Since I was 16 years old. Did you know that?
Doesn't get that anymore. Why doesn't she get that anymore? Let me tell you why. Because you guys are so envious and so jealous that you threatened the people that did help her into submission to you. And
really? But they didn't threaten anybody who did help me into submission. Tanger. Nobody like that? No.
How is that can know that the only friends you guys have are friends that are scared to leave your side because they know that you will put upon them what you have upon us. That's freaky.
That hasn't happened to you, TH. Stop.
And that's all the way around. A lot of people maintain their allegiance to the others. Why? Not because they like each other, not because they're loyal to each other, but because they have to. Ain't I glad that I never had a friendship like that?
You'd be shocked, TH. Behind the scenes, there's assholes who do shit. They fucking reiterate it, they confirm it, they write it in words, they stamp it with a yes, this is the facts. And then as soon as you believe them, they say, ha ha, ha ha, you were right, you shouldn't have believed me. Here's the fucking kicker. I didn't believe you. I'd never put myself at somebody's mercy and what their monetary donation was going to be towards my fucking mercy. Just like I'd never end up with just some man to man to man to man, like you said, TH. I take care of myself. It don't matter how much somebody says to me. I promise you, I know enough to know they don't promise. The only promises I believe are myself. But I wish I was intimidated about food making, but I'm in too much pain to get up and make food. So think of it that way. Think of it that way. At the ever end, there's YouTube videos. Fuck it. You never know what tomorrow will bring. You might never have a chance to make food again. But I don't put myself at the fucking mercy of anyone. I learned a long fucking time ago. I am my own lifesaver. I'm my own best friend. My mother's dead. Because before she died, she was my own best friend. Okay. Oh, and by the way, and trust me, I hate to tell these people this shit. But if the pain is anything like the pain that I believe that it is, yeah, I'll fucking get to live. How do you like that? I wouldn't be able. Should get the jump on you. And you know I'm not talking shit when I'm saying that. Hey, just for ha-has, thumbs up, subscribe. Yeah? Just for ha-has. I'm nothing like the stories you've heard about me. There's nothing remotely similar.
I kept allegiance to someone because I loved her and I cared about her a lot. But that ended both ways. And guess what? We didn't go on bashing each other.
Who gives a fuck? Yeah, put your kids in some extracurricular activities. Start thinking about their future education. Just stop with this fucking stupid YouTube shit. Shut up. You're fucking 37 with your health. You still get your period, you fucking ungrateful cunt. Shut up.
Threaten each other's families. No, we just stopped being friends and that was it. She might have brought me up. I might have brought her up. We could have, not liked each other for a couple minutes, whatever, but it was never what you people do. This community was bad when I first came in it, but now.
No, it's not this community, bitch. Don't compare me. Don't compare my friends to this community. There's normal people as normal goes, and then there's assholes that we don't come across in real life because they hide their behavior because it's so offensive. There's 41 people here. I'm gonna need more people partaking in this chat, or I'm just gonna fucking end it because, quite frankly, I don't care anymore, man. If 41 people don't give a fuck, except for, how many years a good, decent person has been trying to speak to you with good, decent friends about good, decent behavior, then I'm just too deep. I'm just too deep, and be positive about what? Who are you talking to? You talking about Sharon? Sharon right now, Diane? Cool. Good luck on that green bean casserole.